The Forum for Democratic Change presidential candidate Nathan Nandala Mafabi campaigned in Soroti District today, where he was welcomed amid his traditional dances. Some people on his team could not be missed by the eye. Addressing supporters, Mafabi said Teso sub-region has great potential in agriculture and livestock, but years of poor leadership have left farmers struggling. He noted that the area was once famous for its cattle industry, which led to the establishment of the Soroti Meat Packers, a factory that was once among the largest in Africa.
I want to tell you that God was not knowing that Teso was the best for cattle. Beef factory was put in Teso in all of the country, Uganda. They have recruited some agents like Anita, the Speaker, and the Vice Chair President to come and submerge us down.
Mr. Museveni actually fears a rich community. That is why the meat packers is not there. They tried to paint it. Some buildings were renovated, but it has gone to a natural death. It's a white elephant.
For decades, many households in Teso relied on livestock as the main source of livelihood. However, the once thriving meat processing plant has remained non-functional despite several promises by the government to revive it. Local leaders say reopening the plant would create jobs and provide a reliable market for farmers.
By the time the cows were taken, the meat packers died because we had no meat to give the meat packers. But when we in the 11th Parliament tried to push for the revival and the revamping of the meat packers, we were denied and it was taken to Western Uganda.
Mafabi also criticized the government's neglect of farming, stating that local farmers no longer benefit from their produce as Uganda increasingly depends on imports such as oranges imported from Kenya, while farmers in the country are facing losses.
People in Kenya are the one making money out of us. At the expense of the people of Uganda. That's why you are poor. Your economy is going to Kenya instead of remaining in Uganda.
The price of oranges, which largely affects our farmers in Teso sub-region, the Teso factory, which should ideally be for our people, does not consume our oranges. So for me, that is such a huge promise, because he promised to help us get better market for our oranges.
He pledged to introduce an agriculture insurance scheme to ensure that no farmer loses money due to droughts, floods or other natural disasters.
If you grew some crops and the rain or sunshine destroyed them, you will be paid by the insurance company.
The FDC presidential candidate further promised to restore key infrastructure, including the railway line through Teso, to ease transportation and support trade.
We have a railway line here which was serving us. It is already killed by one system. In fact, corruption is their food crop.
Despite claims that Soroti is no longer an FDC stronghold, FDC members scoffed at the critics, stating that the heroic welcome of Mafabi to Soroti is proof that the party's support remains strong.
But I assure you, the warm welcome we have accorded Nandala from yesterday to today shows the whole world and the whole country that Soroti is still a stronghold of the deep blue. For us as FDC leaders, it's really a hallmark for our campaign, because tomorrow, as we start our parliamentary and our members of parliament parliamentary campaign, it starts us off on a really good note, on a high note, with a good momentum.
See, when you say Teso is not for FDC, when I am a member of parliament for FDC, and I still know I am just waiting for swearing in. This man was coming with the money. People of Teso do not look at money, do not vote for money. People of Teso are looking at who is that person capable to represent them.
The last general election, the FDC party performed quite well in Soroti compared to most of the other candidates. Now the FDC party can only hope that its supporters will support them once again. Norbert Atkunda for NTV in Soroti District.